Let's take a look at the chart action for Uniswap. Alright, so here's the pattern that I'm looking at right now on Uniswap. We have resistance right here, and resistance right here. We have support right here, and support right here. I'm watching this top resistance line, something like that, and this bottom support line, something like that. We're on the 4-hour time frame. Looks like a channel pattern going something like that. We got a breakout to the upside right there. What I'm doing right now is targeting from the top to the bottom of this wedge right there, dragging that to the breakout, and I'm looking at a target of approximately 26.19. Alright, if we switch over to the Uniswap versus Bitcoin chart, here's what I'm looking at. We have support right here, support right here, support right here, support right here. It basically looks like a straight trend line, something like this. What I'm looking at as well is this resistance line, something right here, resistance right there, and resistance right there, giving me a trend line, something like this. Basically, until we break up or down, I'm not completely sure what's going on, but it does look like we're bouncing on this bottom support line right here. Maybe we're heading up to retest this trend line up here. I think in general, it does look like we have some room to go from this bottom to the top. And if this chart is moving up, that's good for Uniswap. And if this chart is moving down, that's good for Bitcoin. Alright, so if we switch over to the total crypto market cap, we were watching this uptrend going something like this, and it broke to the downside right there. Pretty much now what I'm looking at is we have a little triangle pattern or maybe a flag pattern. We have resistance right here, support right here, support right here. So I'm watching maybe a triangle pattern, something like this. It looks like we're breaking out to the upside right now. Let's see if we can keep this momentum going. What I'll do is drag from the top to the bottom of this triangle, something like that, drag that to the breakout, and we're looking at a target of approximately 2.28 trillion. I think the first place we should probably target is this previous resistance right there. Let's see if we could hit 2.174 trillion, and then we can see if we could pass this target, then we'll start looking at 2.28 trillion. If we switch over the daily time frame, like I was talking about yesterday's stream, what I really want to see is us break above this 9 moving average and stay above that. If we can get above this 9 moving average and start getting support on it, I think that's going to be a very bullish signal that we might be heading back up to retest the previous all-time highs. As you can see, the last couple days, every time we came into that moving average, we're getting rejected. It's this blue line right here. Every time we came into it, we're getting rejected. And right now, it looks like we're right in between it. It looks like we're testing it. It looks like we broke above it. Let's see if we can really break above it. And then let's see if we could really stay above that and get a nice move to the upside. I think if we could break above this, this might act as support instead of acting as resistance like it's doing right now. Alright, so if we go back to Uniswap, like I said, we're watching this channel pattern. Let's see if we could hit the target of around 26.19. I think if we could hit that target and then keep the momentum going, the next target is probably going to be this previous resistance level, something at around $30 approximately, something like that. That's that high right there, maybe right there or something like that. But I'd be probably ultimately targeting 30, and then if we zoom out, we can see the next top, which is at around 43 or something like that. But one step at a time. I think the first step is this little target right here from this pattern, and then it'd be the previous resistance. We don't have a target, we don't have a pattern to back this one up yet, but I think that's probably the next one if we could keep the momentum going. I don't really see any big resistance, maybe right here or maybe right here or something like that. I guess if we kind of zoom out, we can kind of look at other resistances. But yeah, I don't see a lot of resistance from right here to right here is what I'm kind of saying, or what I'm kind of thinking in general. Maybe a little bit right here, but not much. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking if we could keep the momentum going, we're going to be heading up to maybe around 30. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you guys hold Uniswap. If you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up button.